The date of the recording of this video is January the 2nd, 2025. 2 days in. And I know there's a lot of people that might be feeling overwhelmed right now. I know I am. Especially here in Canada with our cost of living and how much it is just to buy groceries and gas. And we're coming off of Christmas and we know very well that credit card bill is coming. And there's probably a lot of Christmas presents that were bought on credit this year. Work is tight. If you're some of those people that work in the oil and gas business, the transportation industry, money's tight. Operating a business today is tight. Buying groceries is tight. Buying gas is tight. Everything seems to be tight and it can be overwhelming. I get it. I know where you're at. I feel it too. I listened to a great podcast yesterday. It was from the 5 a.m. podcast, and it talked about disturbance and how disturbance or disrupting in our lives can cause a feeling of being overwhelmed. But it can also cause something incredible to happen as well. As long as we deal with that disturbance in our life the proper way. And the first thing, and this is something that I took away yesterday that really meant a lot to me, and I hope it helps you. Acknowledge the frustrations, acknowledge the fear, acknowledge the frustrations, but then pivot in your brain and be positive and make a plan and move on. Once you acknowledge that these things are in your life, that's it. You've given them the acknowledgement. That's it. That's all they deserve. In your mind, you pivot in your brain, start thinking positive of how you're going to change or course correct. And some of the ways that you can do that is by writing things down, whether it be journaling or just on a napkin, on a piece of paper while you're having your morning coffee. Write one thing that you're going to achieve in that day down. Once you achieve it, you stroke that off the list or you crumple up that paper and you celebrate. You celebrate each win because that's what's going to power the pivoting in your mind. That's what's going to power the motivation for you to have a positive mindset. Because if you stop and if you harbor in the stress that you're going through right now, it will eat you up and it will stop you in your tracks dead. And I don't want to see that happen to you. I want to see you overcome that. I know as a human, you have the power to overcome that. So acknowledge it in your mind, pivot, create a plan, stick to that plan, and celebrate the wins. I hope this helped you, and I hope the feeling of being overwhelmed lessens in your life.